apparently showing off your assets while on vacation is the latest trend on Instagram. There's an Instagram called Cheeky Exploits that basically shows people showing their cheeks around the world. And so we have some of those pictures for you. You're welcome.
Show me now. Oh, what a weird butt crack.
So obviously these are pixelated because this is YouTube. So we have this one, we have a few more. This one's kind of crazy because there's lots of people around her, but you go, girl. Next one, this lovely man. And then finally, that's a lovely landscape there.
Manscape.
Yeah, a lovely manscape.
Look at the canyons. Look at the canyons. It's a view of two canyons, two disgusting, probably quite soupy canyons.
Alrighty. So some people are obviously think this is funny. I mean, the Instagram has like I think over 100,000 followers. I think it's personally humorous, but there are some people out there who are pretty offended by this.
Get over it.
They say that they shouldn't be nude in other people's cities or towns, especially if there are like certain sacred sites that people are showing their butts at. And there's some people, who are offended by nudity, and this sort of, they're saying, perpetuates the perception that Americans are annoying and disrespectful.
Well, you're copycats for one. How is this a new trend?
Yeah.
You're like 700 years too late. William Wallace did this on the battlefield against the English. How do you get under this?
God, stop
you
it
pull
with
it
your
up.
Scottish.
You pull up the kilt and you show your backside, and that is how you portray that you're there in that place.
And what happened to him? I saw the end of the movie drawn and quartered. You know what I mean? Seemed awesome. And what happened to him? After he got quartered, he called a cop sugar tits. That's messed up.
There was a crack in his logic.
That's not a term.
No. I think so.
There was a fault in his logic, and fault is a giant. But a fault is a crack in the earth.
So
that's a Californian joke.
So I like, this doesn't bother me. I get that people can think it's disrespectful if it's like a sacred site or holy site or something, that like if people are praying or something like that, if there are people around, if there are kids around, I get where there could be some controversy. But if you want to show your bum, show your bum.
Yeah, you're just showing it to the photographer.
Yeah, right? Like it doesn't really, and then if you want it to be reshared on Instagram, like that's your prerogative.
Cheekyexploits@gmail.com, I believe, is the email address you can send it to, and they will repost it if they deem fit.
Yeah.
This is not a problem at all. I mean, yeah, I get it. You don't want to be sexually explicit in front of people. They're in front of you. That's why you're taking from the backside.
But is it sexually explicit, right? Like, I mean, I think that's where some of the weird sort. Oh, I guess if your pants are completely down, but there's some of them. It's just like their butt, and so it's like, okay, is nudity inherently sexual? No. Right?
All I've got to say is a big no, because Edwin and I both watch Naked and Afraid, and sometimes they don't even blur out the butt cracks.
Yeah, right. Nudity isn't inherently sexual, but it also doesn't need to be like offensive. People don't need to be offended by nudity. So I'm hoping that this trend will sort of get rid of some of that.
If you go to Notre Dame Cathedral, they say cover your shoulders, be quiet, don't get naked. I think would also fall under that.
Well, what if your shoulders are covered but your bum is out?
I've
never said bum in my life. I'm not sure why in this clip I have I say butt.
It's behind you. And
I know, and I just
subconsciously it got in there.
I know. I think so. Arse.
They're showing their arses.
They're showing their arses.
I would enjoy it much more if they were a little bit more creative. Like if they did those weird, those people that go to the Louvre in Paris and they do the whole finger thing.
Oh yeah.
Do something creative.
I just did that with the Washington Monument in DC. Look,
the best are the photos of everyone doing that, like at the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the lawn in front is just not even lined up, just a bunch of idiots just going.
My friend took one of me doing that and posted it. It's actually very funny. But like, look, I personally have been an offender of this trend on my own travels and pictures.
You have shown your own.
No, but like you do from the back, and like maybe your butt's a little out. Like it just is a different form of a picture.
No. You make it seem like it's a mistake, like it's an accident. You have to tell us whether you did it on purpose or not.
Do I when I post Instagrams where my
butt crack?
Well, my butt crack's not out. But it's like from the behind.
So that's not what this story is.
I know, but
here's the thing: if you want to see Hannah's covered butt, follow her on Instagram. If you want to see her doing this and looking off to the side, follow her on Instagram.
That's very true.
I'm just saying, we talked about this on Pop Trigger, and it's not just you. I had the whole thing about like if you like Instagrams where people are like going like this off to the side, like, and I don't know if you do this, but if people go, if people go, there's no one to the side.
Oh,
it's just them going like.
Absolutely right.
In real time, if you were in that room, it would just be them going.
Crazy person.
It's bullshit, and it ruins the life of everyone around them. And if you like it, it's like buying a blood diamond. You're not the diamond miners, but you're contributing to a grand atrocity.
The real resistance is fighting against Trump and the establishment. Help us get investigative reporters that are going to investigate both of them. TYTnetwork.com/go.